new questions about the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and her alleged role in trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Congressional correspondent Rachel Scott has more for us.
Newly revealed text messages showing the pressure the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas put on the White House to overturn the 2020 election. The text messages from Ginni Thomas obtained by the January 6th Select Committee. Stop us, Hill! As it investigates the riot that broke out on Capitol Hill. The committee getting its hands on at least 24 texts sent between Ginni Thomas and President Trump's then Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, in the days after the election. In one, Thomas writing, quote, "Help this great president stand firm, Mark. Biden and the left is attempting the greatest heist of our history." And in another, just days after the 2020 election, Thomas writing, "Do not concede." Other messages show Thomas pushing false conspiracy theories, urging Meadows to tell officials in the West Wing to buck up.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Thomas attended that rally at the White House before rioters stormed the Capitol on January 6th, but telling the Washington Free Beacon in a recent interview that she got cold and left early, insisting Clarence doesn't discuss his work with me and I don't involve him in my work. All this coming at a time when Trump was promising to take his efforts to overturn an election he lost all the way to the Supreme Court, where Justice Thomas could weigh in and decide his fate. But the court ultimately rejected those cases. And Kira, the Supreme Court did not respond to repeated questions from ABC News on whether Justice Thomas knew about his wife's activities or why he did not recuse himself from certain cases. Kira?
All right, Rachel Scott on the Hill there. Thank you so much. And the news about Ginni Thomas's correspondence, well, it broke as the justice himself was being treated in the hospital for an infection. ABC News has learned he was discharged this morning. Our Kenneth Moten joining us now for more. So, Kenneth, we're glad to hear the justice is recovering, of course, after being in the hospital for about a week. What do we know about his condition right now?
Well, happy Friday, Kira, and happy Friday for Justice Clarence Thomas, who, yes, is home at this hour. Justice Thomas and the Supreme Court have been pretty tight-lipped about the exact details of his condition. The nation, we know, pays close attention to the health of a Supreme Court justice, and this time is no different. What is different, Kira, the intrigue and mystery we've seen around Thomas's one-week stay in the hospital. We mentioned, yes, he is back home, but we know that he was admitted for treatment of an infection after experiencing what the court called flu-like symptoms. But at this hour, no exact word on his diagnosis or prognosis as this country and really Washington reels from this latest bombshell development about the political activities of his wife, Ginni Thomas.
And so, as we learn about these text messages, aren't there ethics rules in place for Supreme Court justices? And if is there any push now, I guess, to beef them up in light of this new reporting?
Great question, Kira. We took a deep dive into this one, and here's what we found. When it comes to the High Court, there actually is no code of ethical conduct for the justices. Let me repeat, there is no code of ethical conduct for these 9 Supreme Court justices. There are no explicit ethics guidelines for the spouses of justices as well. But there are rules about the justices avoiding conflicts of interest, and federal law requires that federal judges recuse themselves from cases whenever their quote, impartiality might reasonably be questioned. Now, because of these recent developments involving Ginni Thomas, we've seen court watchdogs demanding Justice Thomas step away from any cases related to January 6th. But now we're hearing from one Democratic Senator, Ron Wyden, who's calling on Thomas to not only recuse himself from any case related to January 6th, but also recuse himself and step away from any case related to the 2024 election if Donald Trump wins. Wyden says that Justice Thomas's conduct on the Supreme Court looks increasingly corrupt. Kira?
Wow. I'm still surprised there's not a code of ethics. I mean, Kenneth, I guess when you get to the highest court in the land, we better expect they have code of ethics, right? And we don't have to question that. It's interesting. All right, Kenneth Moten, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.